But we are now. We are live.
We sure are.
Back with another Lonely Marks podcast. As you can tell by the title, we will be diving into our NXT fantasy cards that the three of us drafted. I believe Austin mentioned that he has his ECW on
Hey,
Sci-Fi.
I remember it. I promised I'd put that together, and I have it. I have it. All right. I can participate.
Yeah, and then we will be diving into yet again another draft. We won't be doing these every week. We will be doing some WrestleMania content.
Just whenever we come up with an idea, let's just tack that onto the next show.
Right.
Hey, but I like the idea. JPO came up with the idea this time, so I like it about doing our own Cruiserweight Classic tournament kind of a thing, and a truly classic one because we can pick any Cruiserweight from any time period. Classic wrestlers, Monday Night Wars wrestlers, current wrestlers, indie wrestlers, whatever. So, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so we will be drafting 16 each and putting together our own tournament, which we'll probably get into in a few weeks because, like I said, we do have some WrestleMania content coming up because the show is only 2 weeks away from Saturday. So we're getting there. But I did have one thing I wanted to talk about before we jumped into these fantasy cards in the draft, and that is, how do we feel about the Blackpool Combat Club going heel? It was a decision I didn't think they were going to jump on, but they've gone with it. BCC is embracing it. I have other questions that I'll get into in a moment, but just like, how do we feel about a heel Blackpool Combat Club?
My first thoughts are that's news to me, so let's talk about it. Because I don't follow the content.
Right.
So okay, cool. So what was the actual angle that set it up? Or where
so they've been feuding with the Dark Order. And then they're slowly just been getting a bit of more edge to them, I guess. And then with him feuding with obviously Moxley feuding with him and Page, Moxley's been getting a bit more edge to him. And then I think it all started with Moxley versus Evil Uno, and then he choked him out, but then he wouldn't let go after the bell. And then they just started attacking him after the match, and then just sort of started being a bit more heelish. But the interesting sort of thing is so Moxley's heel, Claudio's heel, Wheeler's heel, but as of now, Bryan Danielson's still babyface.
Danielson's in this whole little I'm being retired thing right now. So he's just kind of separate.
Is Danielson still even a part of it, or is he just
he's got a whole separate thing going because he's not even they're gonna do the whole he's retired and then they'll make him come back later on.
Yeah, he could I think what they're setting up. This could be I feel like they're setting up so it's please bluffed up. I think they're probably setting up the Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite in Blood and Guts, maybe that's where there might be a breakdown between Bryan Danielson and
a little bit more Blackpool Combat Club.
And Blackpool Combat Club, and then I like it. I think
my interesting question too is: Are you even confident that they are heel, or is this that new age
shades
just kind of cleaners? Exactly. I don't even necessarily because they definitely done heel things, attack and have the bell and whatnot, but I feel like it's almost a shade of gray to a degree because I feel like in another month they could easily just be more facey. Right now they're just kind of borderline heels, but I don't know if it's a long heel turn. So
that's the way to look at it. Yeah. What I thought was interesting. So Austin, what happened on the most recent Dynamite is they had a triple threat trios tag match to main event the show: House of Black, Jericho Appreciation Society, and the Elite. And then they had Blackpool Combat Club Dark Order earlier in the night. and they were brawling backstage. After the match ends, the brawl, spills to ringside. Hangman goes in the ring. Blackpool Combat Club goes in the ring. And then right as it looks like they're about to attack, the Elite jump in the ring behind Hangman. And Hangman, it looks like he's a little confused as to why, Blackpool Combat Club is getting out of the ring. And they don't really show it, but Hangman starts to turn around and sees the Elite. So I don't know if they're teasing the reunion there. Like, where does Hangman Dark Order go? Like, it's very interesting television right now.
It's been a very slow burn.
My first initial thought was it could work if they play a gimmick where they become like bullies of the roster, where they just go out there and beat the shit out of people and take things too far, in every match or something, then where maybe they're getting disqualified, they're, not breaking holds, they're, choking people out, or like they need medical assistance. That would be where I would, do it or book it, and then eventually have it build to where you need a group of people that sort of stand up to it, led by some guys that are big enough to sort of, lead a stand. That's where you could take guys like a Wardlow or Samoa Joe, or some of these other dudes who are like bigger, and kind of lead a group to kind of stand up to the bullies of the roster. But I don't know that that's where they're going to go. But that would be interesting.
Yeah. Well, I guess also before we get off Dynamite, I thought this episode of Dynamite was really good, but also I like how they're going with like the 4 pillars. Like it looks like they're going to a fatal 4-way thing. Yeah. I like that idea. I think that's cool. So like the 4 pillars, like I guess basically what the future of Dynamite, which is that they kind of believed MJF, Jungle Boy, Sammy Guevara, and Darby Allin, and they all came out. Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Jungle Boy all came out to state their claim for a title shot, and it was kind of a cool segment. And then like basically MJF did rebar sort of thing, and it was like a celebration, and then he basically they all cut promos on him, and he gets shoved into a cake. But I like the idea if there's a double. I don't know if they wait to double or nothing because it's still a while away. But if they do, like a fatal 4-way double or nothing, I'd be down for that. That'd be cool.
It'd be an interesting build. 4 years, 4 pillars.
Yeah. And
I love to in the promo, Sammy was totally cutting his face promo, right? And then he had to diss the crowd like these stupid Canadians. I'm like, you're in a group where your leader is a Canadian, like
is the hero, is the biggest hero ever.
How does that make sense?
Yeah,
like he had to do something to get the heat back on, like.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be the heel and he was getting cheated. So he was like, oh no, yeah. But yeah, there was that. And then I guess the other news is that Forbidden Door is going to be in Canada. So there you go. I don't know, something.
Yeah, it's going to be in, what was it, Toronto?
Toronto, yeah.
Yeah, and then they're having a whole string of dynamites and stuff around Canada. They're doing like a Canadian tour, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
let's cool. Jericho face again.
Yeah.
It's like back in the day when Bret Hart was a heel in America, but baby face in Canada.
That's what happened. What was it? The one time MJF was a face in kind of.
the one time, yeah.
Well, as Jerry Lawler would say, it's bizarro world up there. So they'll do whatever they want. Those mother Canuckers.
But yeah, no, I just wanted to be because I thought AEW, I was middle of the road on them, but they're doing some interesting stuff now, and I think it's great. So I just wanted to bring that up at the beginning.
Did anybody talk about the fact that the match we wanted for WrestleMania is happening? The 3-way Haas warfare.
Oh yes,
yeah, between Sheamus, Drew, and Gunther is happening. So we get to see those.
That's good.
Beat the hell out of each other for 15 minutes. How great is that?
While listening to your fans.
I guess I'll make up for Omos and Brock Lesnar.
Well, Brian Alvarez made a good point. He's just like, I have to see how bad this match is going to be. Like, I just have to see it now. Like, I have to see what kind of train wreck this is going to be. Because if they start screwing up spots, like the one spot they had to do and still screwed up the other night, on SmackDown where they couldn't even do the over the rope spot properly, then at some point Brock's just gonna wrap his arms around that dude and just start suplexing him all over the place. So
apparently Brock got so pissed off that spot he left the building right after his segment and went home.
I saw that somebody tweeted that, and then I think it was who was it? Shane Helms tweeted, "Weird, because usually he stays and helps take the ring down."
How dare he go back to the hotel right after the show's over?
Yeah, that's everyone saying like, nah, it's Brock. He's usually probably bouncing when he's done anyway.
Yeah, like he gets paid to come in and do his spot and leave. Yeah, he's not hanging around yakking with everybody.
And speaking of Brock, there's been a report that Bobby Lashley wants to be in a tag team with Brock. And now with Bobby not having a WrestleMania match because Bray Wyatt is reportedly out.
Yeah, that's another story.
Does Bobby interfere and help Brock beat Omos, and that's how we form this new.
I have a name. I have a combo name for their tag team. Off the top of my head, the Suplex Business.
Is a suplex business? That would be right.
Suplex Business, yeah. Hurt Business.
Black Lesnar.
Blockbuster. I like that. I don't think that would fly with the sense with the company, but yeah, I like it.
But we'll talk more about WrestleMania in the next couple weeks.
Yeah,
we'll jump into our fantasy cards, and so we'll go ahead and let Austin kick it off since he's got the ECW on Sci-Fi card.
Boy, do I have a banger for you guys.
Yes, I'm ready.
I did the best that I could. I think I came up with a decent card that people would want to watch. Like not every one of them is going to be a 5-star classic, but I did the best that I could. So, all right. So 6 matches. 1 expose, if you will.
Okay.
If anyone remembers, I drafted Kelly, so I'll tell you where she enters in this mix. So I do open with what I hope would be a banger, triple threat, sort of high-flying scramble, Super Crazy versus Evan Bourne versus Jimmy Wang Yang. Pretty standard stuff, but you go, I'll give these guys 10 minutes, and I'm sure they would, put on a good show. So sort of a mid-card high-flying spectacle to kick things off. You lead into 2 guys who I think had.
Hey, who's your favorite
winner? Super Crazy. I'll keep it to the ECWs. All right. So next, I'll go to. I'm only going to give him 5 minutes. Ezekiel Jackson versus Vladimir Kozlov. Moving on. And I think they actually had some kind of half feud. Half not feud at one point, but but whatever. I'll give him 5 minutes. Kozlov goes over. We move on.
I think it was Jacob that pointed out he's like as of now he's only like 42 years old or 43. Like he's really young. 43 for 20 years.
Yeah. It's like the Tommy Lee Jones of wrestling. All right, so we'll get back to the good stuff though. For match number 3, Shelton Benjamin versus John Morrison. I'm pretty sure these guys had matches, off and on here and there. JPO could probably fact check me, but I'm pretty sure they've met in the ring several times over. But I'll have Morrison go over in that one. And then 2 guys who I don't think ever met in the ring, but I think would have a pretty good match. 2 kind of bigger guys that can move, and I think they could put on a pretty entertaining little match. I'm going to have Bobby Lashley versus Paul Burchill. I think could be a cool match, especially both the guys in their prime. Burchill, a guy who I drafted who was never really used to his fullest potential that he had back in England. They gave him the silly pirate gimmick and never really kind of let him do what he could. But I have a Best of Paul Burchill DVD. I know that he can actually wrestle. And if you give these guys 10 or 12 minutes and let them go out there, they could pull off maybe even a dive or 2, some good big moves, some impressive stuff. So I'll have those, have Bobby Lashley go over. Here's where my Kelly expose comes in for 5 minutes to give everybody a bathroom break. Have her come out, do her, her thing she used to do.
Because Mike Knox isn't on the roster.
Yeah, nobody will interrupt
her.
That's right. No, she'll get 5 minutes to just do her little not strip dance. So she'll do that, and we'll move on to my semi-main event: a Monsters Ball Extreme Rules Fatal 4-Way. I have Kane versus Big Daddy V versus Snitsky versus Kevin Thorne with Ariel.
That's very similar to the monsters thing that Brian and Vinny reviewed. That looks amazing.
Yeah, though, except I think theirs had Great Khali.
Great Khali
and Mark Henry.
And Mark Henry, yeah. So instead, I have Kane, Big Daddy V, who I think both were in that one. But yeah, I have Snitsky and Kevin Thorne. I'll make it at least Extreme Rules so they can use weapons, brawl around a little bit on the outside, maybe put somebody through an announce table, here and there, at least just have a fun brawl. Like not so much wrestling, more like weapons and brawling and, big power moves. Nothing crazy. So I'm trying to use these guys to their fullest ability. And I don't want those guys to have singles matches. So let's just get them all in a 4-way, get them out there and let them go wild. And then leading up to my main event, a match that I don't think we ever had. And again, maybe JPO can fact check me. Rob Van Dam versus Marcus Corvan. I thought would be a pretty good match for a main event. I don't think they ever really crossed paths anywhere, either him as Marcus Corvan or Monty Brown.
I believe his time in ECW, Marcus Corvan's time in ECW is like what came after Rob Van Dam had left.
Right, and I think his, Monty Brown's time in TNA came before RVD jumped to TNA. So
yeah,
I don't think they ever.
And no TNA stuff, but they touched a little bit on ECW.
A little bit.
Okay,
tag matches, and actually WrestleMania too. Team ECW defeated Team Newbury.
Okay.
So and a singles match. They did have a 1-on-1 match.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I haven't seen that. I'll have to go check that out. But I think
9 minutes.
Yeah. No, I was a big fan of Monty Brown. Marcus Corvan. I think he had a lot of charisma, and they both have big personalities and stuff. So yeah, him and RVD, I think in the main event would be a lot of fun.
Nice. And yeah, Benjamin Morrison. Yeah, they fought 4 times in singles, a bunch of random ladders and stuff. Twice on the Indies, even a main event match. And when I say main event, I mean the main event show in 2021. So they even faced Morrison's last run.
Even recently, yeah. There you go. All right. Well, both those guys are still working, so good for them. Cool. Well, there you have it. There's my ECW on Sci-Fi card. At least a couple of good matches worth watching. Yeah. At least.
ECW.
All right, now we'll jump into the NXT cards before we kick off the cruiserweight draft. Richie, why don't you kick us off?
All right. How many matches, by the way, did we agree to? Because I've got, I know, I'm just trying to work out how many I got. And I've got did anyone have a pre-show match? I've got a pre-show match.
I have 8 matches, and you'll see how I broke it down when I give my card.
I'll just go through my matches, and then if everyone's got extra match, they got extra
and
match.
Don't forget your fake winners.
All right. Well, I've got a pre-show match, but if you want this on the if you need this on the main card, then it's on the main card. But I don't think this is takeover worthy. But I need them on the card, so just put them on the card. My pre-show match is Alex Riley versus Yoshitatsu.
That sounds like a pre-show match.
That's a pre-show match.
How dare you Yoshitatsu off the main card?
And then I'm gonna have Yoshitatsu go. Why not? Because
the guy a bone. Why not? Sure.
Alex Riley's all right, but I don't know. Just because current Alex Riley maybe not the smartest guy in the world. I mean, don't do dives, Alex Riley. You're not. Anyway, cool. And then so my opener for the pay, my actual opener for the pay-per-view, the tag titles a 3-way. I got the Vaudevillains versus Blake and Murphy, and then I got a makeshift tag team of Justin Gabriel and Leo Kruger, the South Africans. I don't know if they're called the South Africans, but they're 2 people put together because they're South African. I'm gonna have Vaudevillains go over though. I like them a lot at the time. And then my third one, I'm going to have 2 people who wrestled each other a couple of times, and they're a lot of fun, big cast matches. I'm going to have Baron Corbin versus Bull Dempsey.
Hey, back when I liked Baron Corbin back in his NXT days.
Yeah, I liked Baron Corbin. I like the whether the crowd would count along to how long this match would be. I liked the Lone Wolf character. I thought he was awesome. Yeah. And then we got Angelo Dawkins versus Curtis Axel. Just get him on the guard. Could be a pre-show match as well, to be honest. Again, this could be, you could consider this a pre-show match, but I'm actually going to push these guys. But next match, I got Richie Steamboat. It was actually pretty good until he got injured. It's an asylum injury that took him into his career prematurely, unfortunately. He was really good. Versus Steve Cutler, who's proven that he's quite good. Steve Macklin in Impact is really good. I'll have Corbin go over Bull Dempsey. I'll have Dawkins go over Curtis Axel. And I'm going to have, Richie can get his win sometime, but I'm going to have Cutler go over Richie Steamboat here. And my next thing, because I didn't really have anything for him to do, and I thought it would suit him. I got CJ Parker coming out, Juice Robinson coming out to do a promo, and then he gets interrupted by Tamina, who splashes him. Because I didn't have anything for them to do. And then for the women's title, I've got Charlotte Flair versus Emma.
Could be decent. I like them in NXT.
And then in your main event, you've got a fatal 5-way Finn Balor versus Adrian Neville versus Cassius Ohno versus Big E versus Tyler Breeze. And you know what? I'm going to do it. Tyler Breeze goes over.
Okay.
And also Charlotte Flair goes over. So, yeah. I don't know if that's too few matches, but that's my gut.
I like it. And yeah, let's give Tyler Breeze his due. As I said on the draft, he's the guy they went to if you needed somebody to look good. I mean, that's why he got the Liger match.
Yeah.
As JPO pointed out.
Yeah.
JPO, you want to go next?
Sure. I guess I have 10 matches, so I guess I'll do a pre-show as well.
Matches. You got a marathon.
Yeah. Hey, that's why I asked for so many spots. I didn't think about it. I guess I think I forgot that a tag team was one spot. That's why I said let's do so many. Yeah. So on the pre-show, I'll start off with a Johnny Curtis and Trent Beretta. I'll start off kind of hot with those two. I'm gonna give it to Let's Get Weird, Johnny Curtis. Fatal 4-way match of Vader, Jay Carter, Kurt Hawkins, Bradley Pierce, and El Local. Let's give it to Bradley Pierce. Then we'll start off the main show. Oliver Gray and Kenneth Cameron. We'll get Brits when we get to see too much of. We'll give it to Kenneth Cameron in that one. Tag team match in the Lucha Dragons, Kalisto and Sin Cara against Ty Dillinger and Jason Jordan. I'm going to give it to Dillinger and Jordan. The first two female matches, we're going to have Natalya Neidhart. That's right, I like to give people their last names back. Against Sophia Cortez, Ivelisse. We'll give it to Natalya because, I'm going to have to fire Sophia sooner or later. That attitude.
Ivelisse might not be happy with that because she's a bitch.
Okay, she's going to be fired in a couple days.
Yeah. We're dropping Natalya on the way out. Damian Sandow versus Roman Reigns or Liage, if you want to do that. Give it to Roman. Bray Wyatt taking on Drew McIntyre. I like it too, and I'm gonna give it to Bray. You guys took his followers, but I don't know. You like Hollywood, and other people can be his followers.
Hey man, he's not Husky Harris. What's going on?
No,
we didn't do
Husky would have been at CW.
Oh, okay.
He's right at the beginning of this, luckily. And then how do you spell SAWFT? Enzo and Cass taking on the Usos. Let's say the tag titles. I'm gonna give Enzo and Cass, man.
Yeah.
No subside. What do you think of them today? They were so over.
Did they ever win the NXT?
Period.
They didn't win the NXT tag
They
title.
never
I don't
won
think
it.
so. No.
No, never won it.
Yeah, that's funny to say. On as far as like it looks like credential wise, Carmella is the most acclaimed of those three in the WWE. I guess Enzo had the Cruiserweight title. Hey, someone draft Enzo later, I dare you. Then for the women's title, the Boss and Ho Connection battling it out, Sasha versus Bayley. And
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I'm gonna give it to Bayley. I just mostly I like her. I like her a lot. And then in the main event, I was playing with him earlier, That sounds dirty. Seth Rollins takes on Sami Zayn in your main event. I'm leaving to Sami.
I'm pretty
Have
sure
they
at
ever
some point
feuded
there's
in WWE yet?
been Tyler Black versus El Generico at some point, right? Somewhere in the Indies.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that timeline definitely at some point.
I don't think they've feuded in WWE yet, though. That's weird they haven't. Anyway, I thought they would.
Hey, Kitty.
Yep, sure enough. Throwback Thursday, September, or no, it was uploaded then, but Throwback Thursday, El Generico versus Tyler Black in Ring of Honor. It's happened. So it's happened over there. Yeah, why not?
All right. So we'll move on to my card. I have 8 matches, and if you guys remember, they would always film or record like the next week's NXT before Takeover. So Takeover was 5 matches.
Okay.
It would be like 3 matches before. My first 3 matches are the next week for NXT.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do the same thing. Yeah.
So, and I just realized that I said during the draft, don't hinder Jinder. I have hindered Jinder because I forgot to put him on my card.
You hated it. That's
What
fine.
what a waste of a draft pick.
Yeah, it's almost like drafting.
No, he just cashes in his money in the bank at the end of the show and wins the title. Right? Is that what he does? That's why you don't have him on there, right?
He's the
NXT Money in the Bank champion right now.
But we kick things off with a triple threat tag match. Couple makeshift tag teams because I'm very curious to see how these two would do together. So I have Percy Watson and Titus O'Neil taking on Hunico and Camacho, taking on Derek Bateman and Mojo Rawley. I think Derek Bateman and Mojo Rawley could be a fun tag team. They've got the crowd on their side, which is why they're going over.
I don't know who Derek Bateman is.
EC3.
It's EC3.
Oh,
Yeah.
EC3. He worked at Jacksonville show.
Look some of his stuff up with Daniel Bryan and like the like NXT like during the game show era too. Like it's pretty good stuff.
I feel like Mojo Rawley would annoy the shit out of EC3. Anyway.
Well, if we ever do a second card, that's where they break up.
Break up and immediately doesn't work out.
It's like Y2AJ all over again. My second match, a little bit of a squash. Sorry, Heath Slater. I know you have kids, but you didn't then, so it's okay. I have Mason Ryan taking on Heath Slater. Mason Ryan getting the win pretty easily.
I remember.
Don't feel bad, Jacob. He's still getting paid.
The Dollar Tree Batista.
Yeah, Mason Ryan's highlight of his career, maybe doing a wind-up lariat to John Cena when they did that Nexus takeover of Raw, right? Like hitting a big spot. His big spot was doing a clothesline to John Cena.
Yeah,
if I remember that.
yeah.
And in the main event of NXT TV, Xavier Woods is taking on Corey Graves. I thought that they might pair up pretty nicely. Give him 50 minutes, let him go out there, show some stuff. In this world, Xavier Woods is a title contender because, dang it, he should be. So I have Xavier Woods going over, and then to kick off the takeover, we have a women's match. Carmella taking on everyone's favorite, hey, I'm here, Blue Pants. But she doesn't get the win. Carmella is going over.
Poor Blue Pants.
Yeah, I worked many a show with Leva Bates, and yeah, Blue Pants never quite got her. She had that one takeover where she came out at the end of that one match, right? And that was like her big spot.
Yeah.
Hey, man, never officially signed, got merch, got on a takeover. Shout out. And I also work with Leva. I love Leva.
No, Leva's cool. Don't get me wrong. We're cool. Leva's cool. But yeah,
I love it. Like she had her entrance theme was funny. It was just big Kaz going da na 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 na. It's in the Price is Right theme.
in the next match is it's more of it's a showcase because at this time, unfortunately, Danny Burch was more of a jobber than who he was later on, especially in his tag team with Oney Lorcan. So he has the unfortunate task of trying to take on Alexander Rusev because I'm also in the business of giving people their names back. And yeah, no, Rusev takes this pretty easily.
Man, you drafted all my friends and then job one.
No, I'm a big fan of Danny Burch. Yeah, when he was Martin Stone before he got signed, he worked quite a few shows for us for USWA up in Jacksonville. Yeah, really, really good wrestler. That we had that dude.
I love him.
Quite a few of our shows. I got to ref a lot of him and John Davis's matches, and they were always bangers. They're really, really good. So, yeah, good stuff.
Give me a few years with him, and he's going to be main eventing.
Yeah.
Next match will be for the tag team championships. The Ascension, back when they were a dominant tag team, taking on Harper and Rowan.
That'd be cool. I want to see that match.
Yeah, I thought this would have been a great match. I don't know if they ever met in NXT. I don't think the timeline would have matched up. So, but I think it would have been really, really good. I don't even think they met on when they were both on the main roster together. If they did, it was probably a squash for Harper and Rowan at that point.
Ascension of how they use in the main roster, so I don't even know.
Yeah. I'm gonna and this was the one where I was like, who do I give this to? Because I think both their NXT runs were really good. I'm gonna give it to Harper and Rowan. Prove that they can survive without Bray Wyatt leading them because he was unavailable for me. Somebody took him.
Oh man, I'm with you. That tag match would have been sweet. Here's a sad fact: that tag match, the only time it happened, SmackDown, January 2018. They were given less than a minute. And because this is when they were the Bludgeon Brothers. This is the Bludgeon Brothers just running through them. Yeah, this is when the Bludgeon Brothers and they're just running through them. Yeah. There was a longer match on Superstars where it's them and Los Matadores in a three-way. Is the second closest.
I like when the Bludgeon Brothers. That was underrated. They had the hammers and shit. Let's go.
My co-main event, Paige taking on Becky Lynch for the women's championship. I'm gonna have Becky go over. I would love to see these two go at it. And then in my main event, we're putting that title on a hook, and we're having a ladder match. Ladder match between four competitors. Those competitors are Cesaro, Tyson Kidd, Bo Dallas, and Hideo Itami.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And
Bo Dallas.
Tyson Kidd.
I was going to say, put it on Bo Dallas.
Tyson Kidd is getting the victory. He is getting that title after chasing it so many times. He finally gets the big one. I loved Tyson Kidd's NXT run. I think it was great. I was so many times I was hoping he would get the title, even if it was like a month-long reign, like a Sami Zayn reign.
Tyson Kidd's only ladder match, Money in the Bank 2012.
Really? I debated, saying, hey, let's just do all of NXT so I could draft Samoa Joe as well, and then Tyson Kidd could squash him.
Oh, I see what you did there. Well, Volume 2, they'll both be. Will Tyson Kidd be available Volume 2? I'm not sure.
I don't know if he was there because I think at this point, he was teaming with Cesaro. I think in 2015, 2016 on the main roster, maybe.
No, he would not. You cannot do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, because we got that 3-match,
two matches, and then Darks and house shows is the only thing he did.
Well, we were looking at the potential, draft list for the would be 2015 to
Volume 2 is gonna be pretty big.
It's gonna be stacked.
That's gonna be.
It'll be amazing. I can't wait.
It's going to be stacked, but I'm also going to be annoyed. You're going to steal a lot of picks, and I'll be like, goddamn.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because that wheel doesn't like me either. So I'm going to,
Hey, You could potentially steal my first pick that I want because we are in the draft order for the Cruiserweight draft. We spun a wheel before we went live, and this is your draft order. It'll go JPO, Pez, Richie, myself, and then we'll snake back with me, Richie, Pez, JPO, snake back until we each have 16 cruiserweights that we will then put into a tournament to determine a winner. You know what would be fun? We take our 16 and then we do a tournament fight with it later on. I'm just saying, cruiserweight tournament fight. But we'll talk about that at a later date. We have to draft them first. So, our only rule is we are going by like the early 2000s WWE cruiserweight limit. So, we are capping it at 220. Maybe a little leeway if they're like 221. Who cares? We're not sticklers.
Basically, no Samoa Joe, no Samoa Joe as X Division champion.
Yeah.
I can't think of
Samoa
this.
Joe, Abyss, yeah.
Kevin Nash is X Division champion.
Okay.
Yeah, shit like that.
There were some that I was looking like even Kenny King is like 230 and
I'm glad I didn't look that hard, so you might have to fact check
Bobby
me.
Lashley.
Yeah.
I didn't fact check it.
Again, JPO does have the first pick. So, JPO, what will your first pick be?
Apropos timing, because my man's about to get inducted to the Hall of Fame. Give me Rey Mysterio.
I knew this would happen. I knew that he was
Junior, if you need specificity.
I was about to say, do you want
not
do you want
senior.
current? Do you want WCW 1997 Halloween Havoc?
Oh, you want me to give you like a time frame too?
Do you want the
No. You don't have to. You don't have to. But like,
You don't have to, but if you want to.
Mysterio?
Yeah, if you want to.
I would do anytime from like
Yeah.
97 to like
So Rey Mysterio
Jr.
Jr.
is pretty damn awesome.
Rey
Yeah.
Mysterio Jr.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Definitely have Halloween Havoc on the mind.
Sure.
All right, Austin.
Well, I will take an actual X Division champion because I'm going to take AJ Styles.
Yeah.
And also, the cool thing about the AJ Styles is he cuts in right at the limit. It's 220. He's 220.
Yep. Yeah, goddamn right he is.
And also too, like I feel like there is some fights that could be made that like, well, if I'm drafting WCW AJ, like he's definitely probably even skinnier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
TNA.
There's some guys on my list that if you
got
draft
fatter, but
at certain points in their career, they were much skinnier. So
so that argument can be made for several people, including AJ.
Yes. Yeah. So sorry, Richie, but you knew he was going to go high. Come on now.
That would have been that's definitely my top 5. So
Hang on, I'm just checking something.
Oh, now that we said that they were skinny at one point, you're like, when was Abyss ever under 205?
No.
Was there a 195
like,
Joe when he debuted in 2000, maybe?
Did Samoa Joe ever go on a hunger strike? No. I got.
Did you ever have like a stomach bug for like a couple months?
Yeah, right.
You couldn't eat. Jaw wired shut.
Yeah. Oh, good. I got mine.
Didn't say it.
All right. My first pick. I'm gonna go Jushin Thunder Liger.
Nice. Mentioned him before.
All right. I love having these back-to-back picks. I can like make my tournament as we go.
That's what I did in the ECW draft. Just made my matches as I went.
Verbatim, that NXT card just now is verbatim the order that I chose. I mixed up the match order in retrospect, but it's verbatim. Everybody's by each other.
Oh, yeah.
This one I might have some fun with. I don't know.
By the way, JP, it doesn't matter now, but like for whatever reason, your microphone's fine now.
Because I don't know. I'm on my third one now, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just stopped all of a sudden. So, okay. Cool. Hey, great. Let's not jinx it.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Thank you, Richie. We ate it.
Yeah, we can fake it.
All right. So my 2 picks. My first pick will be Chris Jericho.
Nice.
Armbar.
Well, I mean, if you take like him either Super J Cup Chris Jericho, or WCW Chris Jericho, he definitely counts. So 100%. Yeah.
I did similar to what Pat said earlier, man. I at least ran through all the cruiserweight champions, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I went through like Super J Cup tournaments, Best of Super Juniors.
Ooh, I didn't think of that
Exhibition,
shit.
You know, shit like that. Like I went through all kinds of shit, so I got a long list. All right. Well, Chris Jericho, always a good pick.
Yeah, and then like I have like eras in my mind. So this is like cruiserweight, Chris Jericho, WCW. And I would love to see him take on Zack Sabre Jr. So Zack Sabre Jr. will be my next pick.
All right. The two men of 1001 holds.
Armbar.
Yeah. I do feel like he could do that gimmick now. All right, Richie.
Yeah, speaking of Chris Jericho, he just I was watching this before we went live. He did the sessions with Renee Paquette. It is a very good interview. Like there is just so like it. I didn't realize like just how much Jericho was involved in AEW, like behind the scenes. Like he's doing quite a bit over there.
Yeah.
I will say this though. She backed off on the name. Oral Sessions was a fine name.
Yeah.
Way to chicken out. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
and a little nugget of information from the podcast. Chris Jericho may be starring in a Hallmark movie very soon.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for Moose Jaws.
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay. My next pick is another guy who just sneaks in there at the 220 mark. Eddie Guerrero.
Yep.
Nah, you fucked up my Halloween Havoc reunion.
Yeah, he did.
Definitely my next pick.
Such a good match.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
And we could have had a fucking rematch, but Richard didn't want one.
All right.
Yes.
I'll take a modern guy who tends to have a lot of really good matches. I'll take Will Ospreay.
No, damn.
And hey, if you're doing the same thing again, Austin, I love that match.
Well, I may or may not. I'm not really thinking that far because I don't have the double picks, so I'm not really like thinking that far ahead.
But
Honestly, but I'm just drafting good guys, and then I'll decide. I'll decide my dream matches
Because we're in the same division now. Yeah, I'm not thinking necessarily right now. Like, let me do this.
Yeah, like ECW.
I'm
was
going
more
for
like,
yeah.
I'm drafting my
I
dogs
need
over
him
Simon Tanaka so they
to
can
match
have a match.
him.
You know, like I don't. This one's more of like I could put together crazy dream matches. Whoever I draft,
my number one seed could face probably my 16 seed.
Right?
You know
Because I got a lot of picks, so I could pick really good guys like all throughout. I think so. Yeah. Like, I'll probably leave some really good guys off my list because we only got 16. So
Yeah. I forgot it was just 16. So I think that we will have a lot of honorable mentions.
Yeah, for sure. But JPO 2 picks.
Alrighty. Well, the last two you guys said, but if not, then I'm gonna go modern. Give me Pac/Neville. I will take him. And then the man who holds 1 billion belts at one point, Ultimo Dragon.
Ultimo Dragon. Man who was seriously misused in WWE.
Yeah. Maybe slightly past his prime, but also misused.
But still misused, but had a cool entrance.
No,
I always liked it when he came out with like the dragon music and the
it was a cool moment. It was a cool at first idea.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's a good pick. Yeah, those pictures of him with like 9 belts are pretty great. Yeah. Just draped over him are pretty great. All right. Let's see. Looking at my list, who do I want to get? I'll take a Japanese guy. I'll take Kota Ibushi.
You did it again. The writers was going to do it.
I'm sorry. I'm not mind reading here.
Fucking Jesus, I'm going to describe. Man.
I don't know what you're gonna pick, Richard.
I know. It's all right.
I put together a very, very exhaustive research list, Richie. So I'm going by my list.
I know. Hang on.
There's plenty of people to pick.
I know. It's all good. Hang on. Just give me a sec. Hang on. Hey. All right. Hang on. I'm prepared.
You say you better not be going off this one off the top of your head. That'd be a bad idea.
Maybe. No, I mean, no. I had other. All right, cool. All right. I'm glad I did this one. My next one. One of the best wrestlers working today, Bryan Danielson.
You suck.
I see someone. I didn't really even look at him.
Honestly, you can't really complain. Richie, you have Jushin Liger, Eddie Guerrero, and Bryan Danielson, 3 all-time amazing wrestlers. It's not like you got scrubs. It's not like you got table scraps right now. Like you got 3 all-timers on your list right now. You know, like you're like, God damn it! I only got Jushin Thunder Liger. Fucking. I only got Eddie Guerrero. Fuck. Man, I'm poor. Woe is me.
These are all pre-show matches.
Oh
Bullshit.
no. Jesus Christ.
I don't know what I'm going to do with the finale.
Yeah. What am I gonna do with Bryan Danielson? I'm gonna pair him with Jesus Christ. I'm fucking scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
Who's going to carry
right.
you?
All right, Jacob.
Yeah. One of my favorite types of matches is when tag teams have to go against each other because they know each other so well. Usually, there's some really good
Novice
sequences.
and Sags.
No, I am going to go with one of my favorite tag teams of all time. I'm going to split them up. I'm taking Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley.
Oh, I thought you were going
Yeah,
another way,
surprising.
honestly. I thought you were going a different way.
Potentially, but now that you mentioned it, they probably won't be around.
Yeah.
They might be. I don't know. But they are potentials as well.
Okay. All right. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley.
Who I believe they did have a match recently on Impact not too long ago. I think it was a number 1 contenders match that Alex Shelley won. And then Alex Shelley would go on to face Josh Alexander and obviously lose, but
spoilers.
Yeah, sorry for spoiling something for 6 months ago. I don't know how long ago it was.
All right, come on, Richie. It's time for you to steal one of my picks. Go. Come on, see if you can remember.
I'm going to pick a modern AEW one. I'm picking Ray Phoenix.
All right.
Nice.
Like that pick.
It's hard to fact check that, Jacob, because when you try to go to Alex Shelley, put in Chris Sabin, there's nothing but tag matches. Yeah. It's hard to see if.
Well, here,
maybe
next.
Defeat Alex Shelley.
I saw a whole bunch of lists where a lot of people put Ray Phoenix as like the best high flyer working today.
I think he is one of them. Yeah.
I don't think you can argue that too much.
Yeah. All right. Is it my turn? Great. I'll take Kenny Omega.
Yeah, obvious. Yeah.
He comes in at 218 pounds, officially
Didn't
built.
even
So
lift him up.
he makes weight. He makes weight. Yeah.
It was back in July of last year that Alex Shelley defeated Chris Sabin.
Alrighty, back to back. I'm gonna pick up Dean Malenko,
Great pick. It was a great 4th round pick.
and then I'm also gonna pick up Darby Allin. Let's go for a pillar.
All right. Darby Allin, Dean Malenko. All right. All right. Number 5. I will take Super J Cup era Pegasus Kid, Chris Benoit.
Yeah. Always picking the murderer.
Were you there, JPO? Do you know what actually happened?
Me and Chavo have talked about it.
Hey, can we do a murderer?
Multiple potential picks.
Kid's got a killer instinct. What can I say?
All right, Richie,
All right,
pick
anyways,
Chavo
Richie.
Classic.
All right, too soon? Sorry.
All right, is it me again?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you picked one of the pillars. I'll pick the other one. I'm going to go Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
All right. He wasn't even on my list, to be honest.
Nah, I didn't really think about it.
I got about 90 people ahead of him.
Yeah, too soon. I like him. Too soon.
He was on my list as soon as JPO mentioned Pillar and took Darby Allin. Who was on Darby Allin was on my list, but
You can have Sammy Guevara. There you go.
no. Because I mentioned I like when tag teams go against each other, and these two did meet in the Cruiserweight
Animal,
Classic.
it doesn't count.
I will now take Johnny Gargano
Damn it. I should have taken him earlier.
and Tommaso Ciampa.
I had some in my head, but I'm not.
I was gonna make the joke. I was seriously thinking about Jungle Boy and making
Shut
a
up.
tag team joke. I can't yet. I want
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, my dog came to visit. My dog never comes to visit while I'm podcast.
you got a dog?
I do have a dog, yeah.
Okay.
So all this cats are better than dogs is something that you
Still
said.
accurate. Still accurate. Sorry.
while he
Sorry,
was
Shadow.
there? How does he feel about this? We didn't see
Hang
it.
on.
I know. Ran away since I said that. I think she was offended.
All right, Richie.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
Richie,
Okay.
write things down.
I know. I had somebody. Okay. I'm gonna go Taka Michinoku.
Okay. Still working, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty loose recently if he hasn't, but yeah.
Yeah. Dude's
All right.
been
Would
killing
you
it
like
for like 30 years.
Dick to go?
I will take. I know I draft him a lot, but just because I really like, I like watching him. I'll take Low Key.
Nice. I thought about him. And yeah, I mean Taka Michinoku wrestled not even last fucking night. I'm looking at the date. I'm like, when's the 15th? Oh, that was yesterday, evidently. So
Still
very
working.
active. And low key. You want Senshi? You can take Senshi.
Senshi, Low Key, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
Yeah, him. That guy.
I will take. Let me look ahead a little bit. I'm gonna take the Amazing Red.
Ooh, he's
I
on my
was
list.
thinking of him.
Yeah.
And going more modern, sticking with TNA though, sort of, because it's not TNA anymore. Mike Bailey.
Oh, the speed bump. Yeah.
I just looked someone up. My God, and this person just misses like just above the cut. I lose 4 pounds. You would anyway.
Well, say it for fun.
It's Christopher Daniels.
I would put him on the list. I had him
Again,
on the
though,
list.
man, TNA though, like that's nowadays.
TNA
Honestly, you want to take
Daniels
him
makes it.
because he's on my list. So
Yeah,
I
He
will
was the
sooner or
early
later.
X Division champion when X Division
Yeah.
was actually X Division. And
I think
like,
Right.
you're looking at his weight now. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm
20
saying.
years
That's
ago,
another example of dude,
I'm pretty
WCW
sure you-
even.
okay,
Yeah,
so my
that
next
was a
pick,
gobbler.
I'll take Christopher Daniels. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Richard.
I mean, you
I'll
can
let
do
you.
it.
I'll
You
let you.
can do it.
No, I'll let you have him. He's on my list, but I'll let you have him. I promise. No, my next pick actually. I'm gonna take Ricochet.
Oh yeah,
Fair enough.
shit.
That's good. That's a good pick.
because no joke, Richie, they were one of the tag teams I was considering as well.
Yeah.
If you want to take Christopher Daniels, I 100% allow that as he's
Yeah.
on my list.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
like that. I will sooner or later if you don't. So
Yeah, I'll do Christopher Daniels. Yeah.
He would have been my next pick if you didn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those early TNA days he was like 220,
yeah.
like 100%.
oh yeah.
Oh,
No, his heyday of like when he was kind of in his prime.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jacob 7.
Yeah,
Even
and I'm
those
actually
when he had hair, like 99, 2000. he was
And then
definitely that skinny.
Job in ECW was gonna be WCW guy probably before he died.
Oh yeah. Okay.
and I will actually. I'm going to move away from the tag teams, and I will go with. I'm going to go with Finn Balor.
Again, I never really. Okay, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget. I forget he's.
Yeah, I didn't think I thought the box too much. I knew I was gonna fuck myself.
And there's a debate on who the better.
Do Dominic. Stick with the tag teams. Do Dominic.
He counts. Come on.
No, I think there's a debate on who the better NXT champion was in my mind between Finn Balor and the next guy I'm going to draft, which is Adam Cole.
Oh,
Damn it.
I literally looked him up.
Hmm.
206.
He counts. He counts.
I literally looked him up.
Not thinking outside.
I'm sorry. It's Adam Cole, baby.
Oh yeah,
We can't have
yeah.
him then. He's
Yeah,
on
you
the
can't
board.
have him. I'm sorry, you didn't properly.
Adam, I will shut this whole thing down
Yeah.
as soon as we're done and we do
Right.
our. Yeah, I will shut it down.
You didn't think about Adam Cole, Richie? He
I
counts.
literally looked at
I didn't think about him. No, I would have had him 3 rounds
He's on
ago.
my, he's,
I would have had
he's,
3 rounds
he's on my
ago.
second page. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god. I would have had him 3 rounds ago. Oh, that's great. Anyway. Okay. I'm getting I will go with let's go with Billy Kidman.
Okay.
Fun fact: my dad peed next to Billy Kidman in a airport in Seattle.
I've met Billy Kidman as well.
I love
Really,
Pete.
he was in the bathroom. He wasn't like just in the airport. Pee.
He sat next to him on the plane and went, "Hey Billy, look at me."
No,
He's just
we weren't on the same air. It was what was it? It was Spring Stampede. Whenever they were in Tacoma, I think it was 2000. Maybe it might have been 99.
All right. I'm going to take the other Lucha Bro, whatever you want to call him, Pentagon.
What? That dude's not fat.
Nope. He's like 220.
Oh, shit.
Pretty sure he is. I'll fact check it, but I'm pretty sure he is. He is 270 pounds build.
Wow, he looks bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not think about him.
I'm on
Yeah,
his
I
Wikipedia
think-
page. Build weight
Thought he was
207.
a
No, I'm seeing the same thing. Yeah, he doesn't. He looks bigger.
thought he was a fat fuck. Damn it.
He's husky. Relax. But he's fast.
All right, Pentagon.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Whatever you want to call him. Pentel Zero,
Yeah.
L Penta, whatever the fuck he goes by. I don't know.
I'm just putting down Pentagon on my
Pentagon.
doc.
I'm putting Pentagon on my list. Yeah.
My Google sheet likes to predict what I'm going to type after. So it said Pentagon officials.
Oh,
Like,
Pentagon
no, we're not
officials.
drafting them.
No,
don't
we're not
worry.
drafting the CIA. Yeah. I take Herbert Hoover. Okay.
I'll take Abraham Lincoln.
Let's have another top AEW superstar. Orange Cassidy is being drafted to Team JPO.
All right.
And I have Pac. Let's add an X to that. X-Pac.
X-Pac.
So when I put him on my list, I literally put like every name he went by. Like, I don't know which version I want to draft. Do I want to 1, 2, 3 Kid? Do I want to do 6? Do I want to do X-Pac?
6-Pac.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I'm getting super specific, yeah, I might do 6. Like if you're talking like time frame, I don't know.
All right. Let's see. Oh, so many to choose from on my list. I literally have. Oh God, I only have 75 other options.
And just to keep in mind for everybody, we are basically halfway done.
Yeah, we are because you just took your number 9. I'm going to take
These
my
are all
number 9.
We're all past 8 now.
I'm going to take another guy I just really like to watch, and I've thought is really talented since his career. I'm going to take M-Dog 20, Matt Cross.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My only thing is, you probably could have had that at your 16 spot.
Yeah, I know, but at this point, I got a lot of my
I feel you.
really heavy hitter picks, so I'm just going.
I like that
pick
pick though. I dig it.
Now I'm just going. I mean, you took fucking Orange Cassidy. I wouldn't take Orange Cassidy till like number 15 if I was you. But
You say no. I would argue that because these two probably fucking would. My point
Yeah,
is,
but-
my point is, no
but
one's
just
gonna
to me-
think M-Dog.
Well, I know, but to me, to like Orange Cat, like I don't even have Orange Cassidy on my list. Like I don't care. Like that's just me. Like I don't-
no, I know. I'm just saying overall, no one's picking M-Dog. Orange would have been taken. That's all I meant. It's not a bad pick. I'm just saying like who you're playing against. I don't think anyone would have thought of him. And you could have had dibs on other people.
All right.
I would have taken him.
Okay.
No, you wouldn't have, Jacob. You name one M-Dog match you've seen.
M-Dog versus.
Well, what can I say? I'm like, remember, you guys gotta remember, my heavy wrestling watching days was between like 2000 and like 2009, and like I watched a lot of like CZW and Ring of Honor and like, all that
it's
shit.
like I said, I
So
know
he's,
who
like,
you're
one
talking
of
about.
those
It's a good
guys
pick.
that,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I watched a lot of. So
He's the if you here's a match you maybe actually have seen. He fought MJF on All In or All Out or All In.
yeah. He got kicked off of Tough Enough because he wasn't doing spectacular shit.
Yeah. Which his defense is so good. He's like, we were told not to. We're doing headlock takeover. He's like,
I can do
would
a
have been a
space flying
dick.
tiger drop right now.
Yeah. He's like, I thought I would have been a dick or like would have been kicked off if I was doing too fancy shit. That's not what we were doing.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah,
I did a shooting star.
They did
leg
that
drop,
just to
wanna
make a
see?
point, or Austin didn't really get to what he was doing.
Yeah. Anyways, Richie.
Good, Jer.
I'm gonna go with Jay Lethal.
Ah, damn it! I know it every time. I wait too long because I figure no one else will do it.
All right. I'm going to go back to drafting tag teams, although I'm not sure I'm going to put these two against each other. But I'm going to go to 2/3 of the current AEW Trios champions. I'm going to take Buddy Murphy and Malachi Black or Aleister Black. I don't know which.
Aleister Black makes the cut?
He's made the cut.
Yeah, God damn it! Really?
Does he?
Yeah.
Those guys are monstrous.
We should have had more rules.
Yeah, he's 215.
Wait.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
Pound.
You know what? I see. That's the mindfuck. We should have said 205 because
Oh,
nowadays
hey.
a 215 is a goddamn heavyweight.
These guys are enormous.
I think in 2006 when Rey Mysterio won the World Heavyweight Championship, it all just went out the window.
I'm just saying we should have done 205. Y'all are getting sneaky draft picks no one else thought about.
Well, now you guys know how I felt during ECW.
No. Ours was easy to fact check. Go look up history. Hey, yours is like I'm gonna look up weights that no one thinks about.
No, I just want.
I think me and JPO have been trying to actually stick to the concept for the most part.
Yeah, like,
It's
here
like-
is like, yeah, I don't think I have a single person that you don't go, yep, that's a cruiserweight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've all either been the champion or have fought for a title.
Mhm.
Well, Buddy Murphy has been a champion.
Fair enough. But no one thought about Malachi Black but you.
No,
Hey,
but-
good.
Buddy
You're not
Murphy
breaking
was
any rules. You're just
Buddy
breaking my
Murphy
heart.
was one of those guys who was like the cruiserweight champion when the limit was 205, and you look at him like you're not 205.
Yeah, and I mean, and to be fair, you mentioned Austin doing it. Austin's got Kenny Omega. Come on.
Kenny Omega is like a
Was,
high flying dude,
yeah.
man. Like, and you can look at
But there's a time too where he
Kenny
was
Omega-
I'm saying, like,
Kenny Omega in PWG competed in the Battle of Los Angeles, which is like a lucha tournament, essentially.
I'm
like,
saying he's
and,
probably
like,
a best of
numerous
Super
times.
Juniors alumni. I bet. you.
Yeah, 100% he is.
No, I'm
Like,
saying, like you could.
I'm
make
mad because I didn't think about it, but yeah, he does fit like more of a cruiserweight.
Uh-huh.
I mean, power to see it, Jacob. But you ain't breaking any rules. Just breaking my heart.
I think you can look at Aleister Black in the same way.
He also competed
No.
in the 2010 and 2011 Best Super Juniors tournament. Kenny Omega did, so 100%.
I'll say he's in the 2014 one too. I'm looking at it right
Yeah.
now. 2013 too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just saying nowadays, people aren't looking at Kenny Omega as.
No, but at one point, we're just saying at one point in his life, he was a junior heavyweight. Malachi, I don't think was ever really like viewed as that ever. You know what I mean? In WWE, he was in the mid card.
You can hang with the big
And
guys.
exactly.
uh-huh.
All right.
But
What
to be fair,
else?
like,
What
I
else you
think,
got?
like, I think like half of the NXT champions have been like under 220, 215.
Yeah. All right, Reggie.
All right, I'm gonna go with former Ring of Honor champion. I'm gonna go with Jonathan Gresham.
Okay.
All right. Jonathan Gresham. Okay.
I'm still not over the fact I'm still not over the fact that Pentagon's only 207. That's still like not over my mind.
He's a lucha bro.
Are you sure you're looking at the red Pentagon? He's definitely below 220, but I don't think he's 207.
That's
Yeah.
That's when I looked up his Wikipedia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the wiki says that. Okay.
Like it's him in the picture of the Wikipedia page. Yeah, 100%.
I
That's what
feel
he's billed as.
I just the one I'm looking at. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I see that too.
Mhm.
Wait, am I on the right Pentagon?
I don't know.
Because there's multiple Pentagons, but yeah, he is. So
No, the one I looked
all
up
good.
was definitely dude with the face paint. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The skeleton man. Yeah, that's him.
Skeleton Man and La Parker's his next pick.
Yeah, Laparca. No, I'm gonna draft Tajiri.
Nice. I figured you'd take him sooner or later.
I was waiting for you to take him.
I know. I love Tajiri. Tajiri's great.
Good one, good one.
I want like ECW Tajiri when he was a fucking monster.
Yeah,
He
now
was
for sure.
great.
I figured.
Yeah. Mhm.
Let's see.
All right.
All right. I can't have Adam Cole, but I can have Kyle O'Reilly.
I wasn't sure.
You can have the other one too if you want.
I don't want Bobby Fish. Oh no, I could have Roddy, but I don't want Roddy.
Where's the lie?
And I will take Paul London.
He's on
Yeah,
my
sure.
list. Yeah.
Man, King of Velocity,
Mhm.
which is on Peacock. I might do some Velocity randomly.
Did they just upload some for real?
I saw earlier there was like because I was looking for the Cruiserweight Classic, which I guess
I've
is
been
not
waiting
on
for them to
Peacock,
upload some damn Velocity. I might watch some Velocity.
but
They don't
205
have-
Live's on it.
Oh man.
You have to let us know how many episodes they got up there right now.
3 seasons.
Wow, like good era Velocity.
2002, 2003,
2004. Oh shit, that's
like
the
one
switch.
of 04. So it's really 2
Okay.
seasons. But
They need to get that 04.
oh
'cause
wait,
that's,
it's hold on. It's actually real random. It's 5, 2, and 1. So there's 7 episodes out.
Oh, that's right. I remember they do have some, but it's like the most random episodes of all time. Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah,
consistent.
June of 2002, 1 August, 1 in January to 03, February 03,
Sunday-
May 04.
JPO Sunday Night
What?
Heat's the same way. They've only ever uploaded like the first 2 seasons of Sunday Night Heat
But
in the first 2 years.
I can understand why at
Completely.
first it's like in order. First it's like May 25th, June 1st, but then at the end it's like February 2003, May 04. What
Like,
made them
why
go,
that?
let's get May 1st 04 up before we finish July of 2002? What?
Like, did
I don't
somebody-
get the
Did somebody debut on that episode? Is it significant for some
JBL
reason?
Funaki Mysterio Noble. I don't know, not that I can tell.
Okay.
It just
Yeah.
seems very weird. They're like, we need a May 04 up before we're done with year 1.
Mm.
Yeah, that got me excited that there was more out. Because I saw
Yeah,
3
that sucks.
seasons, but it's 3 different years.
All right. So you got Kyle O'Reilly and Paul London. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take. I like all his old shit too. Sami Zayn's old El Generico, the generic luchador.
Nice, I thought about it.
What does Sami Zayn have to do with El Generico?
I don't know. I just think
What?
They kind of look
I
similar.
don't know.
They wrestle similar. I don't know.
It'd be funny if like
I'm
we
just-
acknowledge that too, and like you could draft both of them.
Draft both.
Yeah.
Like according to lore,
I think El Generico bestowed something on this Sami Zayn kid because also they do this Olay thing that like El Generico used to do. Like they do that for him now too. I don't know why.
homage. It's an
Yeah,
homage.
it's really weird. Yeah, he's just a big
Yeah.
fan, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richie 11.
Okay, cool. I feel like I draft this guy a lot, but he's really good. He's one of my favorite wrestlers, so I'm going to do it again. I got the opportunity, so Jerry Lynn.
Nice, I like it.
I like it. You can have a good match with just about anybody on your card. So
I say that late ECW, early TNA run,
Yeah,
even
man,
Ring of
that's good
Honor.
stuff.
Hell yeah. No,
hey, he
he's
was on the first TNA pay per view. Competing
Yeah.
for that title. So
him, AJ and Key, man. Yeah, it's like that's your pillar. That's your original TNA
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And
Jacob.
my first.
What tag team are you drafting next?
I don't know. I don't know that I'm drafting a tag team this time.
Okay.
Well, actually, I am because they were part of a stable together, but not. They were never cruiserweight or light heavyweight champion as part of the stable. I'm going to take former WCW cruiserweight champion Lance Storm
I thought about it.
and former WWF light heavyweight champion Christian.
Okay.
I thought about Christian.
So in a way, yes, I am taking a tag team.
I thought about something. I didn't think too much about Christian because I feel like he got way better later after he was like done being a cruiserweight.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
But I
you
still
drafted
get him.
the Un-Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't take Rig.
Right. All right.
Hey, guess who's with Cedric Alexander on 205 Live right now?
Mm.
Alicia Fox. Sorry, I just had to do it. All right, Richie.
Yeah.
By the way, we
I'm
have
gonna go-
4 picks left. I just
Four,
took my,
four picks each left.
yeah, I just took my 12.
No, you.
Well,
Richie
he
still
has 5.
Richie still has 5.
Yeah.
Well, after the, yeah,
Okay. I'll go Brian Kendrick.
I'm
I'm sorry.
I was
It's
hoping-
you, Brian Gendrick. I'm sorry.
I was hoping he'd be a later pick, man. He's been he's like almost at the top of my list, but I kept putting off on him because I'm like, no one else will take him. I'm sorry, Brian.
Well, you should have waited on Kyle O'Reilly and taken the tag team. You should have gone my strategy.
Yeah, Kendrick and Lennon. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
still one of my favorite tag teams.
Yeah. I'm in my later picks. I'm picking just dudes I like to watch.
4 picks.
Some favorite people. I'm gonna take Jack Evans.
Trained by Brian Alvarez.
Yeah, especially like early Ring of Honor. Jack Evans was one of my favorite guys to watch. I still have the best of DVD. It was a lot of fun to watch.
I can say this. Technically, Brian Alvarez, you could draft.
I could if I wanted to. Yeah.
My number 12 picks, Brian. I don't know.
Right now. All right.
All right. Let me go with. Trying to think of some sneaky picks too. Like I'm trying to think like Jacob now. No, I'm gonna go with Juventud Guerrera.
Cool.
I was wondering how long I could sit on him, and the answer was too long.
Long. And Rich Swann. Give me some.
Oh man, I thought I could wait. Yeah.
What I thought. We screwed each other on our waitings.
Swan and Hoovy. All right. Nice. I'm gonna take a guy that I forgot about until Jacob kind of mentioned him in his NXT draft. I'm gonna take Kenta Hideo Itami. But as Kenta, I want Kenta. I might be recreating a match I saw live. Just saying. I'll just let you guys sit on that.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Richie, 13.
Just because I'm the only person I'm worried about taking would be Jordan, so I'm just because I'm worried about that, I'm going to take him now. I'm gonna pick Trey Miguel.
Oh yeah, 100% good choice.
Who?
Trey Miguel, current X Division champ.
I don't know who that is. How do you spell it?
He's great.
Oh.
He's great. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't watch NXT, so you know.
Impact. You don't have to watch it. NXT. Impact.
Okay. Okay. I definitely don't watch Impact.
He's decent. All right. I'm gonna take a couple of UK guys. I'm gonna take Tyler Bate. And then I will take Pete Dunne.
Oh yeah, God damn it.
Who's right at 205, Jordan.
All right. Surprised. I mean, I guess he's not maybe the greatest person to get along with in the world, but he's still a phenomenal wrestler. Surprised he hasn't got. I can still pick him. I'm gonna pick Austin Aries.
Yeah.
We mentioned Baron Corbin earlier. I think Austin Aries and Baron Corbin had a pretty decent takeover match. I think it was Dallas.
You said Austin Aries, Richard?
Yeah.
So I have something in the same vein, Richie, and they have a connection for my pick. A guy that I always thought didn't like me, and then he personally asked me to be a senior official when he started a promotion in Florida called Gear. Roderick Strong.
Roddy is one of those guys. I don't feel like most people don't know if he likes them or not.
I don't know if he liked me or not. Yeah, I worked a whole bunch of shows with him. Obviously, I did FIP. I did a whole bunch of indie shows with him in Florida, and then he started up that Gear promotion, which didn't last very long. It was about a year, but
it did not. Yeah,
but he asked me if I wanted to be a referee for it, and I was like, okay, I guess he trusted me, and I did most of the main events for that. So yeah, I was like, okay, I want another sort of guy who can do fast-paced stuff and sort of ground-based stuff. I need one or two more of those guys. So yeah, take Roddy. All right, JPO 13, 14.
Yeah. I legit forgot. I was like, who's next, y'all? Well, 14, 15, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, who'd you take?
13 for me was Rich Swann.
Oh, I forgot to write.
Before that was Hoovy.
Okay. All right, gotcha. Swan. All right, cool.
I'm gonna go a little new school. I think he's got a lot of potential. I think Carmelo Hayes I want to take.
I was thinking about him.
I like that pick.
And I'm going to take Frankie Kazarian.
Oh, yeah. I forgot he's really. Yeah. That makes
I
sense.
think Carmelo Hayes should take the title off Braun Breaker.
I think he will.
I think it's time for Breaker to. I think Breaker should be a Raw after Mania.
I am also okay with not taking it and Carmelo being on Raw the next night.
Also yes. Also yes.
But prediction wise, yeah, Braun.
Damn, this is tough. I got like 30 people left on my list. Son of a bitch, and only 2 picks. Oh, damn it. I'll take Homicide.
I almost did it just now. It was one of those like toss-ups. Yeah.
Homicide's actually a nice guy in real life. He's a good dude.
100%, yeah. No, he's he's in that like Eddie Kingston category. Like, just be cool around him and he's cool.
Yeah, you'd be cool around him and he's cool with you.
Yeah.
So he's always cool with me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
Penultimate, Richie.
Oh, yeah. I was hoping you would stall for a bit because I'm tossing up between a few people.
Just don't put Pez. Just don't put him in any kind of cage where like it curves and he's got to get out of it.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that red. It's the red X Division cage where there's a hole in the middle but it curved,
God.
and it's him for like 5 minutes trying to get out there. Finally, like Jeff Hardy, just go in there and attack him.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna give me a sec here. Yeah, I think I'll go with him. I'm gonna go with Elix Skipper.
Okay. He didn't even make my list, to be honest. But that's a guy they pushed really, really hard in the last like 6 months of WCW. If you watch it, like he was getting a pretty big push, before it died. Like they put a couple belts on him. They liked him a lot. So
Yeah.
and obviously early TNA too. So all right. Jacob's final 2 picks.
My final 2 picks.
Decision.
My first will be Wheeler Yuta.
Okay.
And then, oh man.
Danhausen.
No, I'm gonna go with Gregory Helms.
I was thinking of it. God knows. Oh, I don't know.
He's again at the top of my list. I just didn't pull it.
Yeah.
didn't go.
No,
Yeah.
I might have done Sugar Shane. I was also
Sugar
torn on that.
Yeah.
There were several. I'll wait till we're done, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, we'll rattle off some maybe 5 to 10 honorable mentions.
Yeah,
Yeah, because there's so many. It's not like the other ones where like,
yeah.
yeah.
Richie, you're ultimate.
Oh, God. All right. There's so many I think I'm going to miss out. And you're like, oh, yeah, that person. That person. Oh, that person. No. I'm going to go Jamie Noble.
Jamie Noble, boy.
Or James Gibson. Which one?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I would actually go Gibson.
I would go Gibson, actually. Go James Gibson.
James Gibson? Okay.
I'm going to put Jamie Noble on the dock that just people know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Are you posting this as soon as we're done?
I don't know. I'm torn. We'll see.
Who had the better draft?
Yeah.
Not about the draft.
I might wait because I don't want it to snipe viewers. I want people to watch. So I'll wait a little while and then I'll post it.
All right. I'm going to do a fun pick for my final one. A guy who career just kind of disappeard for no reason. I think because of an injury, but who I really like to watch around the early PWG and indie era. I'm going to take the Human Tornado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was slightly afraid that you're going to take my pick, because when you said I'm going to pick a fun one, I'm going to pick a fun one. I was
right,
seeing
go
if
ahead.
anyone else was going to do this, but no one did. Logan Paul is my final pick. Yeah.
He's my current favorite wrestler. Not from the past.
That's what I mean, man. Yeah, I just sold tickets to my tournament.
I'm going in the past for mine. If it was current, current active people, I might have drafted him.
Talk about guys you don't think of as cruiserweights.
I don't know. Him and Ricochet after the Rumble.
You can't tell me Logan Paul ain't more than 200 pounds soaking wet.
He's 205.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I saw one thing. His Floyd Mayweather, he came under 190, so let's
Yeah,
match with him.
they cut some weight. Yeah.
Yeah, that was how long ago?
I don't know.
So
I'm just saying that. Well, we said all time periods. So.
right.
Mm-hmm. All right, there you go.
And we go, like I said, I was gonna maybe think Van Hardy version 1, Kid Catch. Sammy Guevara is not a bad choice. Kushida, Santos Escobar, Jordan Devlin, Leo Rush, Mustafa Ali, S.A. Rios, Disco Inferno, Chris Candido, and then I can keep going. Anyone else?
Right.
No, I got plenty. Great Sasuke, I considered. Hayabusa, who we just talked about. Matt Sydal, nobody picked.
Yeah, I was thinking
about
almost.
Another indie guy that like never quite got his due, but trained a lot of guys. Mike Quackenbush was really good.
Okay,
high up on my list. Jody Fleisch and Johnny Storm, the two Brits. I love both those guys. I really like Trent Acid from the early days. I considered him. I like Teddy Hart. I think he's a good wrestler. He's a liability, but
I almost said that to Jack Evans as a joke.
Yeah. Rocky Romero, Davey Richards, Petey Williams, the OG X Division champion. Sanjay Dutt, I really like. Super Dragon. And when Jacob started talking about tag team, I thought somebody was going to draft Jay or Mark Briscoe. Because you could draft either.
Yeah, I didn't really think about them, but yeah.
Yeah, you could. Nobody took Swerve. Interesting.
More modern, yeah.
Yeah, he mentioned Kid Cash. El Phantasmo's got a nice little reputation going right now.
Yeah, there's what was it, Taija Ishimori?
Yeah, nobody took Dante Martin.
Yeah, I was
thought
thinking
about it again, maybe just too soon, but definitely wouldn't have been a bad pick.
And I thought maybe there was a chance somebody would take Montez Ford. I don't know, just for modern.
Oh, I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it.
So, but yeah, a couple of guys in there. So, and John Morrison, I guess somebody could have taken John Morrison, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about him either.
So,
I was thinking about the top flight, either top flight guys, just for modern people. Yeah, Psychosis. Psychosis is the guy surprised didn't go. I should have picked a again a guy that bounces around promotions, Blake Christian.
If we did a current cruiser, I think Swerve and Blake would have been earlies.
People like that. Eddie Edwards. I think.
Thought about him.
Sort of like that. Pretty much. I mean, there's probably like heaps and what you're thinking about, but I don't know. Like even I don't know, Spike Dudley. Why not?
I had Spike on my list. I also had Matt Hardy. I had Funaki.
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, both Hardys.
Akira Tozawa I had on my list. Cedric Alexander.
Cedric.
Some of the Cruiserweight Classic guys like Drew Gulak, Tony Nese. Or some of that. Along with
the league.
Yeah.
Kalisto, all the luchas.
All the luchas. So yeah, those.
Mustafa Ali too, man. Don't forget, like he was killing it for a minute.
Yeah.
I thought about him at the end there. I almost did that.
He's a dude they keep trying to push to like a certain level and they just give up on.
Another guy's really good who just popped up on AEW once or twice. AR Fox is really good too.
I thought about it because Arrow's been really good for a while.
Yeah. He's just never really gotten like a chance beyond like Evolve and stuff to like really.
Yeah, he signed AEW now, so he'll.
Hopefully he will. I mean, somebody could have gone way back in the time machine and drafted OG Dynamite Kid. Also,
Dynamite Kid. I thought about Brian Pillman.
Brian Pillman Jr. I was thinking, as well.
I was thinking Brian Pillman Sr.
Yeah. So
and then because we had set our weight limit I was like, oh, does this guy count? No one's gonna think of him, but he was 5 pounds over, and that was Shawn Michaels.
Oh, god damn it! See, Jacob, you were just trying to be sneaky this draft.
Well, I wonder if like Rockers era Shawn Michaels might
Yeah.
be 210, 215.
I bet you he was. I
he
bet
was
you he
pretty skinny. He was
was.
pretty skinny back then, so I would imagine when he was
I
Rockers
draft AWA superstar Shawn Michaels.
Same with Jannetty. I think both of them were probably under 220 at some point.
That could have been one of your tag team rounds. I will pick the Rockers.
The Rockers era Shawn Michaels, not
Yeah.
not Mr. WrestleMania Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones, man. If you keep going,
I mean,
Impact. Ace
they
Austin.
were okay. So
Hey.
Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, when they were the Rockers, at a combined weight of 450, that's 225 apiece.
Yeah.
So that might have skirted in there and counted.
And one of them might have been a little heavier.
Yeah, maybe
I'm
Marty had
maybe-
an extra good.
I've only seen him once, but he impressed me. That was that dude that appeared at the Face Revolution ladder match on Dynamite. Was it the
Commander?
Commander? He was cool.
Yeah.
Anybody remember Blitzkrieg in WCW?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that when you went with whatever your last one was.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Oh, he was
about-
tornado because you're like, and he kind of disappeared. I was like, Blitzkrieg. That's literally what came to mind.
No, I mean, Human Tornado literally, like, he was hot on the Indies for like 5
yeah.
years, and he disappeared in like 2011 or something, and just like
Yeah.
disappeared. I think he got hurt, but like, I don't know what it was. He
I
just,
feel like he got hurt a couple times, and he still does
Yeah.
like you'll see like the occasional random like California show he'll do.
Yeah.
You know, another guy in WCW that was I didn't mind, although he would always want, like dive into the ground on accident, but I liked the look of him as Super Callow.
I was gonna say there's actually a lot of like WCW, like no one went Garza, both senior or junior, La Parca, Callow. I don't even know. Yeah, there's several WCW guys. El Dandy, no one.
How big's Bandito? He's heavyweight, right?
I know. I had Bandito.
Ooh,
on
I
my
bet you
list of
Bandito can
potentials.
count.
He was
Yeah.
counted. You look him up. He's like 225. Yeah.
Damn it.
He's on there. Yeah. Bandito's on there.
Oh,
Because
so
I only put guys on my list that counted. I didn't name everybody that was on my not picked list, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys. Yeah.
yeah, so it's been about 6 months, but Human Tornado did do a couple of the revived XPW shows.
Oh, really? Is he still working?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
That was about 6 months ago. So,
Huh.
like I said, before that it was 2019. So, like I said, kind of sporadic.
Yeah. Okay. I thought he got hurt permanently and he just couldn't work anymore. So.
Almost out of California though too. So it must be kind of like one of those like, if I'm doesn't want to travel. Yeah, last time he left California was in 2019.
Okay.
So I guess he just didn't want to, I mean, he was like, oh, I don't want to get,
Probably a mix of getting hurt and like traveling. It's probably not his main focus anymore.
Yeah, he faced off against. Oh, he faced off against that Michael Jackson wrestler guy. In 2020.
Oh, Santana.
I've seen him on. I've seen
his
him on.
last singles match.
Yeah, Santana Jackson. The
I'm
Michael
surprised
Jackson
that shit.
wrestler.
That shit went almost 12 minutes. I'm surprised they could go that long.
Yeah. Extreme Lucha show in California. Yeah, so that makes sense.
Would either of the Young Bucks counted?
Yeah.
Absolutely, exhibition.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, you could have done.
Max was fighting for that title. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I just thought it was. They're better together.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna draft him as like I draft Nick Jackson. Just singles wrestler Nick Jackson.
Yeah.
Like
So, yeah.
the tag teams I drafted also had good singles careers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can, like not you don't have to. Like, you
but that
can
does give
split
me an
all those
idea.
up.
We should draft a tag team tournament at some point, kind of in a similar style.
Oh, dude, the Crockett Cup.
The Crockett,
all
our
time.
little like
Whatever.
16 team Crockett Cup
Yeah.
or something.
But-
Like,
1,000%.
but you can
yeah.
draft any tag team from any era, anywhere, anybody.
Any
But-
tag team,
but-
and make that Kevin not the same guy twice.
Yeah, but nobody can draft the same person twice.
So if you draft, I don't know who's like a double timer. If I took DX, you can do Rockers, maybe kind of thing.
Yeah, if somebody took, I don't know, fucking.
If you
Yeah,
take
un-
somebody New Age Outlaw-
Un-Americans, you just fucked over Edge and Christian fans.
If you're taking the un-Americans before Edge and Christian,
I know. I know.
Unless somebody
Yeah,
took rated RKO for some reason.
Yeah.
Even
Like,
then,
I was gonna say you can do conversely too. Like we've done cruiserweights, we should do like big dudes.
it was the Haas tournament.
Draft
The hot
people that
toilet.
are over 300 pounds or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Was
it's
it
not
my-
a bad idea.
Did
You
you
can
ever
draft
work
over
with
300 pounders. Yeah.
Pez, you ever work with Zane Riley?
No.
He had a thing. He had his gimmick was a 305 live.
I worked with Maximum Capacity, who was over 600.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, who legit was over 600 pounds. Yeah, was a giant dude. And I've worked with some heavy dudes. I worked with that one guy.
Tweedledee.
The one Barrington Hughes, that dude was a monster.
Yeah, my boy Barrington. Yeah, you check him out on
he's a big boy.
MLW alumni. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I worked with some of those guys. But yeah, no, those are two good ideas. Let's draft a big Haas big man tournament of 16, and all-timer tag team tournament, like our own Crockett Cup. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. But yeah, you can draft, but any tag teams anytime. All for grabs. All up for grabs. That'd be good.
Put it on the list.
Yeah, put it on the list of potentials. That'd be fun.
Well, Jacob, you have the list. Put it on the list.
I'll put it on the list because, like I said at the beginning of the show, we do have a couple WrestleMania themed episodes coming up next week.
Mm-hmm.
We will be doing a tier ranker of the main events. I thought it'd be fun to do the whole show, but I was like, but what if it's been a while since we've seen the shows? The main events it's a little easier to manage,
especially if we want to go back and watch a few of them. It's just one match,
right?
In each show. So the actual final match, like not like the marquee match, like the actual.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Does that mean we're reviewing Hogan and Yokozuna?
Well, that's something we can discuss. I think the announced. Well, because then that begs the question: like, if we stick to the announced main event, do we even include Austin and Owens?
Whatever went on last. In that case, it's whatever went on last. So Hogan Yokozuna looks like good.
Okay. Well, no, we just had to make that clear because, like, WrestleMania 18, it wasn't Rock and Hogan; it was Triple H, Chris Jericho for the undisputed title.
No, that's what we got to review. We got to review Triple H and Jericho.
Yeah.
So that'll be next week, and then the following week we will be doing our WrestleMania dream cards, kind of like we do for the big show. Not like Paul White,
White,
but like he might. He might.
Oh, he could be in the big man tournament.
He'll be in the big man tournament.
Oh, he will be drafted there.
Oh yeah. Either as the Big Show or the Giant. We'll see. But yeah, no, we will be doing our WrestleMania dream cards because the three of us, myself, Richie, and Jordan, did that last year, but Austin was not a part of that one. So we will be doing that again. And we'll try not to use the same matches, but I don't expect you guys to go back and watch and see what you picked last year. So if you do, then
I have that document.
I don't even remember. I think I only remember my main event. I think my main event was the triple threat from 20.
I remember my first match.
I remember
my first match, and spoiler alert, it's my first match from this one too. But
so Richie's already agreeing that he's not going to pick new things. All right, cool.
Okay, no, it's not gonna.
I feel like there's an obvious opener.
I don't remember what you guys picked, so who cares? It'll all be fresh to me.
So we'll do that and WrestleMania predictions, because hopefully with WrestleMania they won't add anything the Friday before.
So how many matches are officially announced right now?
7 or 8. Maybe
I haven't. So half the matches. Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping this year, like the Andre the Giant Battle Royal is actually on the main card, not on SmackDown the night before.
I was on the kickoff, unless I don't know. That's a kickoff match for me if they do a kickoff.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're doing 2 nights, you don't need kickoff matches as well.
If you make the other matches better, it depends on what else I can do because I think you still have 6 to 7 really good matches.
I think I said they're going to have a lighter card this year. Just focus, just put more time into the matches they do have.
Well, if Triple H is still actually in charge and not Vince McMahon, which some people are convinced Vince McMahon is back shadow running the company right now because of some of the weird shit they're doing right now. Triple H was definitely focused on more quality over quantity, when it comes to the cards. So yeah, I would expect each night if he was actually in charge to just be 7 or 8 matches a piece and actually do,
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't even get 8. Yeah, I think 6 or 7 from what we've seen
Yeah, you
recently.
can
They
do
have, they have
7
9
plus-
matches total so far.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
7 each night plus, they do the Hall of Fame thing. You do some other stuff in between, here and there, whatever. But I don't want them to do the Hall of Fame thing twice like they did that one year. That would be kind of silly.
I don't even remember that. They split it up.
They paraded them out 2 nights in a row. Do you remember that?
Oh,
That was just because, like, wasn't that just? I know. Oh, no, they did. They did parade them out 2 nights in
They
a row.
paraded them out 2 nights in a row, and it was the same exact thing the second night. It was really weird.
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It wasn't too
Well,
long.
was
It
it-
was so
that was the
Taker
Undertaker.
Classic.
That was the Undertaker one, right? He came out the
Yeah.
first night and the second night.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like some matches that haven't like been official yet. Like Ray and Dominic isn't official yet.
They haven't made that triple threat official yet.
It's on. Maybe with whoever edited the Wikipedia page is like it's gonna happen.
Okay, because up to last week, this week
No,
they're
that's
determining who gets the match.
Right. Bobby doesn't have anything anymore.
Yeah, that's an interesting situation.
What I meant to ask is there a reason for Bray?
There's been conflicting ideas. One says that there's creative differences again because he's, maybe he's like, but others said that he's like got some, he might be a bit injured or kind of dealing with an illness or something.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know. And then they thought it was going to be less serious than it is. So yeah, but I don't know. Maybe yeah. So yeah, sort of Bobby Lashley's left in limbo a bit.
Well,
he says he will fight at WrestleMania though. I wonder if it'll be another open challenge or hey, I'm here. Somebody come fight me.
Open challenge, and then someone who's
Out
like,
comes Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, someone was saying Austin and LA Knight.
there's that rumor Austin LA Knight, but yeah.
I mean, if you want to do a Bobby Open challenge, there's your Braun Breaker debut.
Yeah.
So
Well, maybe that's when Jay White comes in and signs the turkey.
I mean, Jay's got to beat him. Braun could even potentially lose, although he'd probably win, maybe. But Jay, he'd have to win.
He has to win. Yeah.
how does everybody feel about them finally doing a Hell in a Cell match outside of a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It should be for a blow off. You know what I mean? Instead of just it's October.
But then are they still going to do the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in a couple of months?
Well,
I don't think so.
I think this is the sign that they're not going to.
Well, yeah, I don't know because I've heard that he wants to do away with it, but at the same time, what was it? Back in there's been a lot of Hell in a Cell matches. Back at Crown Jewel in 2021, there was a Hell in a Cell match between Edge and Seth Rollins.
I wouldn't necessarily use that as an example of anything, though. That's just Crown Jewel of we got to give those people paying us millions something for their money.
They also did one on Monday Night Raw.
They did a fucking Royal Rumble, too.
They also did one on Monday Night Raw in 2021. If you remember, they did Bobby Lashley and Xavier Woods.
True. But that's pretty
They did one on Monday Night Raw back in 1998.
They did Roman Reigns.
Barely.
They did Kane and Mankind had a Hell in a Cell match on Raw.
Like 4 minutes and then like interference was something like it's barely a match.
They always do that. Remember, like a couple months ago. It's the first women's cage match in years. It's Bailey. It's Bailey and Becky Lynch, and the match doesn't happen.
Yeah, I stand by that. I still stand by that. That's very shitty.
It's missing.
Especially if you bought tickets, because it was easily the best thing going on that show.
And if you remember, for Hell in a Cell 2021, they actually did Roman Reigns and Rey Mysterio on the SmackDown before.
They did, yeah. Then
they did 2 matches. Then they did 2 Hell in a Cell matches at the pay-per-view. It was like that's a little overkill for a cell, isn't it?
That's very wacky, Vince.
But yeah, that was still Vince. So, but yeah, before that, there hasn't been a Hell in a Cell match that hasn't taken place at Hell in a Cell since 2016. That was the WrestleMania match between Undertaker and Shane.
That unnecessary match.
And before that, it was
Undertaker Triple H.
2008.
Oh,
Undertaker and Edge at SummerSlam, and then they did the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in 2009. So there's only been a few. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Edge and Finn is like. I'm reading reports of like a Brood Edge against Demon Balor, because I guess one of the lines in the promo that Edge and Finn Balor did was Finn said hell couldn't control my demons. I don't know if that was a tease or
Because that's not official, is it? Hell in a Cell or
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw something on like TikTok where he challenged him to a Hell in a Cell match.
Oh, I might have been. I was paying nothing.
is that what we're doing now? TikTok.
No, I mean, I just like it was like a WWE TikTok. or
As they're
something,
doing like a dab or like the S bucket challenge. I'll challenge you.
Imagine back in the day in the Attitude Era if Stone Cold challenged Vince McMahon to a match on like by TikTok.
Well, no, he didn't challenge him on TikTok. It was on the show. It was on.
Okay, yeah. No, I thought you meant like he was like
they cropped it out and put it on TikTok.
on TikTok.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'll see you in hell, Vince. Here's the
That's,
water bowler.
you know,
flip
as
challenge.
a social media post, they edited it. And
Okay,
put it online.
I thought you meant like he was in his apartment.
Yeah.
No,
that's what I was having fun with.
How do I know this and y'all don't? And I don't even watch the damn show.
Because obviously I didn't watch it good enough. I had it on the background.
It was Edge in the ring on the microphone challenging Balor to a Hell in a Cell match. Okay. Wow. I thought you guys were the current event experts, not me.
Hey, welcome
breaking
to
news.
Lonely Marks, where we'll piece together the news. 1 or 4 of us will probably have heard it.
Watch
Maybe.
we watch wrestling sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Where I watch
that's
old
true for
wrestling a
half
lot.
of us.
Where I watch old wrestling a lot.
I watch highlights on YouTube.
I watch the same pay-per-view over and over and over again.
Did you not watching Revolution, Jacob?
Still haven't watched it.
You're not watching it.
I've been
Nobody's
busy
watching
watching other things, like the Rocky movies, because this Saturday,
Minute,
Austin and I will be talking about the Rocky
No.
franchise.
it. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah,
Richie, we should do our own show where we just do the same topic as them.
Okay.
Rank the
You wanna
Rocky
talk about the
movies.
You want to talk about the Rocky?
Well, that's
movies?
fine.
I
You'll be
don't think
doing
you
a
have a
different show because
countdown
we're
for
not
it.
ranking Rocky movies. We're just talking about Rocky movies.
All right, Richie, we're not ranking them. We're just talking.
We'll talk about.
I got to go watch 4 and 5 now.
Okay, I do too.
Which version of 4?
I told Jacob,
I was told the serious one.
I told Jacob to watch the new director's cut at least for this show.
That's what I was told.
Yeah. Jacob told me that too. I think he might cheat.
It's one of my favorite Rocky movies. I love the new cut. The new cut's great.
I still have
What's everyone doing during Mania? Do you guys like do stuff or
Watching
what do
it.
you do? God, I hate you, Jacob.
I don't know.
What about you,
I-
Richie? Do you have family or friends?
Why?
I
We're
mean,
gonna do a watch along?
I said let's do a watch along. If you guys are free, I'm probably gonna do it anyway. So let's do a watch along.
Live on the show or just us hanging
The only
out?
thing is,
I would say hanging out that way we can like stream it too. But
we can't do it live on the show because there is an April, because it's on April 1st, and there is a tournament
we gotta
fight
do a
planned
tournament
for
fight that
day.
night.
you guys aren't gonna
We do
watch
a
Mania
watch-along
live?
and- What?
Oh, that's right. Because I want to do that one. Is that your wacky one?
I can't. I'm not at liberty to say what we're doing for it on air.
Oopsies.
Yeah.
Never mind. Because I feel like I wanted to be on there, but I was like, no, it's Mania. I got shit to do.
I'll tell you after we go off the air what we're doing for it.
Okay. I think I know, so my bad. But yeah. Well, then pop on before or after if you want, or the next night.
We can stream the second night. I mean, we can hang out the second night. I'll watch it.
Like I said, I'll do the first. I'll do the first one if you guys are available before or after. Holla.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't
If
go
you hear
5
me.
hours. I'm not gonna watch it for 5 hours, but sure. I'll watch it
If you want, like I said, the link will be open.
All right.
I think me and Tato are gonna watch.
Can't like Taylor's watching wrestling. All right. So yeah, no, this has been a lot of fun. Kind of talking cruiserweights, talking some news, talking some WrestleMania. So catch us next week when we are ranking the main events. Jordan, quick plugs.
The Pierce Go movie stuff. Pierce wrestling stuff. Thank you.
Cool. Richie, quick plugs.
Yeah, tournament fights, tier, ranker sometimes, and
Oh yeah, that's it.
tell them that tell them they're streaming to Tubi podcast. Next episode we're filming is I can't remember.
And he's gone.
Hang on, and I don't know my camera. My camera went weird.
We can hear though. Tubi.
The next episode we're filming is a movie called Dr. Alien. It looks very porn.
Y'all gotta start watching some like half good movies.
I know, like Chopping Mall and Thanksgiving are on there. And
No, Thanksgiving's not good. Chopping Mall's good. Thanksgiving is oh, just don't drink to it. I'll just say that.
Okay,
I've already done that.
Good movies.
Not
There are
good.
half good movies on there. There are good movies on there. So we'll get to them. And and also I'll be on Rankim on Sunday with Austin talking about horror movies and horror movies, performances in horror movies that should be nominated for an Oscar. And spoiler alert, there's lots of them because horror gets overlooked. So
Yeah.
If Toni Collette doesn't make the top 5,
There's no way.
she's
I
on the
will.
list.
I will voice my opinions in the comments section.
I will be mildly upset and move on very quickly.
I'm sure she'll make the top 12 list. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Austin, quick plugs.
Same thing as Richie. I'll be on with him on Rankum. I've got 40 potential nominations on a list already. So if you say something, I'll probably. So if anybody on the panel says one that's on my list, I'll probably just say yes. So that's how many I got. I went deep on it. My latest episode of Benny and Moose Save America. That's Moose Haas and Benny Hamlin's trivia show. Just went up tonight. Just premiered, where I had a Boondock Saints trivia match with Jake Icavetta. So. You can go watch that on Benny and Moose.
Yeah, I just watched that movie for the first time ever last week.
Yeah, so we did a trivia match about Boondock Saints and Boondock Saints 2. So, that just debuted. So, and I'll be on with Jacob tomorrow night. So,
What porn?
Or not tomorrow night.
And Boondock Saints.
Well, technically, it's after midnight for you,
That's
so
true.
it is tomorrow night technically for you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, he and I will be talking Rocky, and then we'll be back next week. So this has been a lot of fun. If you are watching live, thank you. If you are watching on the replay, also thank you. But watch live because it's a lot of fun to chime in with your comments
live.
But just thank you for watching anyway. Do the whole like, share, subscribe thing that people like to say.
Notifications.
Ring that bell, and then smash that subscribe button. I always wonder, like, why do you want to smash it? If you smash it, it's not going to work anymore.
It can't work anymore.
Yeah.
I thought it was a melee button. Isn't that what the kids call it now? That doesn't make any sense. You don't hit it over and over again. If you hit it over and over again, it turns on and off.
But that is Jordan. That is Austin. That is Richie. I am Jacob. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.